What up guys, it's your brother Joe here and welcome to my F1 2019 F2 Road to Career mode. We are at the 5th round at Paul Ricard in France, and after some big incidents in Monaco, we're now coming here to try and keep our nose just a little bit cleaner, and we are now in qualifying and I'm going for an optimum lap. Now at this point I was still learning this track a little bit, but you know what? I feel like this is a lap I really nailed together in qualifying. I'm really pushing hard for a good grid position, using all the outside curb available to me. And as we go into sector 3, I'm still feeling the flow of this lap. Like, this was just one of those laps where I was just in the zone, and where I just feel like I didn't put a single foot wrong, pushing as hard as I can, coming out of the last corner then, and we push the throttle down. The car slides as it struggles to give the power that I'm demanding of it, and we come over the line, and that is good enough for pole. Our first pole of the season and 4 juicy championship points.
The grid is set then, so that just leaves the race itself. Join us tomorrow where we'll be live with... It's that time once again, those last few moments of anticipation before lights out and the charge towards turn 1. Which of these young drivers will come out on top at Paul Ricard today? Stay with us to find out as we get today's race underway. Here are the starting positions for today's race. A fantastic effort from Mick Schumacher yesterday puts him on pole position. And P2 goes to Nick de Vries, a strong showing from the Dutch driver. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Joe, Sete Camara, Jack Aitken, and Boccolacci, Matsushita, Giotto, Latifi, Juan Manuel, Correa, King, Boschon, Louis Delatraz, and Hubert, Galeo, Mazepin, Calderon, and Callum Island. Raghunathan and Giuliano Alesi starts from the back of the grid.
You've done well to put it on pole, but we've still got work to do.
Right then, we are on the grid for the feature race here at Paul Ricard. I'm going to look behind me, and it's lights out and away we go, but we've instantly gone a little bit too defensive on de Vries, and that has allowed Zio to come across. He is alongside us now. He's coming right, and I have to take avoiding action. I get hit from behind, and I go into de Vries. I recover it there, having cut the corner, but we are down a few positions. You can see there, I try to avoid him, and I think it's Sete Camara who hits me up the back. I'm not entirely sure who that was, but we're now recovering, and we are down to P6, so not a great start at all for us there. And we're now trying to recover what we can in the first sector, just having a little push, or a little bit sideways there. We're trying to push to catch Jack Aitken back, because we want that 5th place. We want that 5th place that Jack Aitken so covets. And we've actually got Giotto right behind us, who's getting the slipstream, having a little cheeky look around the outside. We make it clear that that's not going to happen in a hurry. We keep the inside line and we keep the position. And now we're having a look at Jack Aitken for that 5th place, but we were never going to get round the outside there. So we're going to have to just try and get the best exit out of this corner here, the penultimate corner. Try and take a tight line into the last corner, and that's just not worked for us. He's kept the door shut there, and we make contact, and we've lost a little bit more time, so we have to try and tuck in. But Aitken's now having a look at Boccolacci for 4th place. We're going to wait right behind them to see if an opportunity does open up, and unfortunately we go into Boccolacci, misjudging the braking spot while we were watching them two. We got hit, and now I've gone deep trying to avoid hitting anyone, and as I recover I have illegally passed Jack Aitken, so I move out the way to let him back through. Unfortunately, Matsushita, Giotto, and who's that? That's Latifi, I think that is, having a look there, getting back through, and we are dropped down to 8th. We managed to cover off Latifi, but that has gone completely wrong, and now we're pushing hard to try and recover even more positions. It has literally gone from hero to zero in the space of the first 2 laps. It really hasn't been a good start. We try and have a little look up the inside of Matsushita here. Unfortunately, we've clipped the sausage curb, and it has put us straight round. So all we have to do now is wait for the cars to pass, and that is all we could do. You see there, I've just clipped the curb, the car's gone round, and well, that's the first 2 laps of this race could not have gone more wrong. So now we're at the back of the field with car damage as well. So it's really not looking good for us. And as rain is forecast, we are trying to go long. However, we have caught up the back of the field here. And we're going to try a little move on Callum Ilott, the one we tried on Jack Aitken. As we go to the outside, we've got the inside there, and we nip another car for good measure. Next up is Mazepin, who didn't get the best of runs out of there. So we're just going to try and nip into the slipstream and just try and get a little bit of a run. We're going to have a look to the outside, but they've got that covered, so we move to the inside. But there's a yellow flag, so we can't do anything anyway. And the yellow flag, I believe, is for... yeah, it's for Giuliano Alesi, who's going very slowly and pulling off to the side as their race is done. So we're going to have a look around the outside of Mazepin here, which we're now going to switch to the inside there. And we get an exceeding track limits warning, but we also get the place done. Right, next up is Latifi. We're going to have a little look at Nicholas Latifi now. Where is the move going to be on here? And he's actually lost a couple of positions, so I don't know if he lost positions when he was fighting us. We've gone up the inside there. The move just wasn't on, and, well, we've taken another hit. I think if we take any more hits, that front wing will be gone. And I'm just hoping that we can make more places up before the rain. The dive up the inside there. Again, not sure if that was a move that was on. We've taken to the escape road. And I've got another illegal overtake thing, which I'm letting Latifi through. But now he's gone through, I'm going to try and get racy with him around the outside here. That didn't work. Switching it to the inside. Nope, that move's not going to work. I don't know why I was even having a look there, because that's not going to work. But we get our favourite overtake done on Nicholas Latifi, and that is for P14. So all that excitement there, that was for 14th place. So we're really trying to move up the field, but we're struggling a little bit at this stage of the race. And we're trying to have a look at Tatiana Calderon next, who is running in P13, and we're pushing to catch her now, using every ounce of circuit that's available to us. The rain is definitely on its way. You can see it in the sky above there. And we just take a look down the inside of Calderon. Again, that's the corner I spun on. I don't know why I'm trying to get anything done down there. That's just not going to work. However, we're now about to go round the outside here, and I'm going to switch it back to the inside, and that should be the move done. That is the move done. Right, next up is Boschong, and we are up into P13, and Sete Camera has just dropped out of the race. That's unfortunate for him. I'm trying to go up the inside of Boschong without realising it was a yellow flag, but now I'm getting very, very close there, hoping that the yellow flag goes in, and it does, so that we can take him around the outside here. We definitely had our elbows out there, getting the elbows out for the lads, and now it's starting to rain. You can see it on the camera. There is rain starting to fall, and already, as soon as the first drops come in, I can feel myself just losing grip. There is just very little to no grip available, and to be honest, I don't know why I didn't just duck in the pits in that moment. But we're now up the inside of Correa, and that's another move done. We are up into the top 10. Now we're having a look up the inside. I think that's Aitken, I'm not entirely sure. But we've got that move done as well, going a little bit wide. Oh, it's Broccolacci, I do apologise. But now the real lack of grip is starting to show. I can't even keep the car in a straight line. Galale has pitted though, and I've elected, rather than double stacking, just to stay out another lap. But I think that's going to go on to be a mistake. I don't know why I elected just to try and do another lap. You can see there, I've just got no grip. I'm trying to turn the corners, but the car's sliding all the way through the corner because there just isn't any grip. And eventually we managed to make a pit stop on lap 12 with 3 to go, and well, the AI are all pitting again. So I'm just wondering, did they all come in and take the softs on and make a massive error in doing so? Because well, we've leapt up a few positions. Luckily for us, we have found our way somehow into P7 from all that, even though we stayed out a lap longer. So the AI must have all, for some reason, just stayed out. So now we're in P7, we're coming out, and that's Jack Aitken getting very feisty on us as we try to hold the position. And that is 7th place held for us. And for the rest of the race, we're trying to catch Antoine Hubert, but we're just not. We haven't got the pace for some reason. Like, as soon as the rain came, our pace just wasn't there. We were struggling to find it. Zio actually took the win of the race. I'm a little bit salty about that. You know, given the first corner, he came across on me, so I'm just like a little bit sort of sore that he's taken the win. But congratulations anyway. For us, it's going to be P7 across the line. And that puts us in a great position, of course, for the reverse grid sprint race. But, I mean, it could have been so much more.
Brilliant stuff from Uni Virtuosi today. That's another historic win. Tell me, Davide, what was the key to this success?
Their biggest advantage was how well they seemed to manage their tire tempo. There wasn't a lot of grip out there anyway, but it was even worse for the drivers if they couldn't keep the tires in the proper operating window. Keeping the tires warm was what gave them the advantage today, and ultimately was a big factor in their win.
And now it's time to wind down and celebrate after that fantastic race. Here they come, your top 3 out onto the podium. After this round of the World Championship, here's how things look in the drivers' table. It was not the best weekend for our championship leader, and their advantage at the top has been reduced. Now then, Davide Valsecchi, who would you say was your driver of the day?
Alex, I go for Antoine Hubert.
Okay, it is now time for race 2, for the sprint race. We are alongside Jack Aitken on the front row. Antoine Hubert starts 3rd. But watch the start he absolutely gets, because he absolutely launches it away from the line. We're away not too badly. We're trying to slot in just behind these two. A couple of cars are having a look around my outside, and there's one still there as I had to brake suddenly and then take avoiding action of Jack Aitken. And Matsushita has made gains, but we are still in the top 4, so it's not the worst start to the race. Oh, we made a bit of a mistake there, though. We go across the corner, but we maintain our 4th place as we now start to put a little bit of pressure on Matsushita at the end of the first lap. Antoine is in the lead quite comfortably, and now we're having a look for that 3rd place. We are going to take a dive up the inside of Matsushita. He turns in on us a little bit, but we've already got the move done, and we are now up into P3, and we are now setting about Jack Aitken. Oh dear, that's a car out. I believe that's is that Sete Camera? I'm not sure. I'm not sure who that is that's out of the race, but we're now up into P3. We're having a look at Aitken for 2nd place, and no, sorry, I believe that's Delatraz that's out of the race. I need to actually. Oh dear, you can see there we've had a look at Jack Aitken and made contact. He's gone round, and we are now into P2. I apologise for my little stumble as I was trying to remember who it was that was actually out of the race. I believe it was actually Delatraz. But yes, we took a dive up Aitken, and he closed in on us, and we just misanticipated where to brake, and we went into him, so I apologise for that. Meanwhile, King and Matsushita behind us are having an absolute ding-dong scrap for 3rd there. Absolutely incredible. Giuliano Alesi is out of the race again, so that's a double home disappointment for him. Right now, though, we're having a look at the other home hero, Antoine Hubert, but he's got us covered there, I have to say. He's covered the corner, and we are now pushing on to try and have another look. Trying to figure out where can we get this move done. And the King and Matsushita fight still carrying on then. King's locked up, he's forced Matsushita wide, but he's then got the better exit, and King doing everything he can to hold on. That was a good scrap to watch, as they carry on side by side for a lot of the lap. These two, both of them wanting that position and really duking it out for it. But right, we're now a lot closer to Hubert on lap 6. We've gone to the inside with very little room on the first corner. That should be the move done, but no, he's outbraked us round the outside, and he still kept the position. So now we're trying to keep our foot in it. We've gone wide, and I believe that we did have the position, and we have got the lead at this stage. A little bit cheeky. Oh, we've completely misjudged the braking spot and gone wide there. So we're going to let Antoine back through. I mean, the move wasn't exactly kosher to begin with, so it's only fair. And now we're coming up at the end of lap 6 to have a look round the outside, try and pull off my favourite move. I've done the move, but then I've gone wide again, and he's just nipped me straight back. What a battle this is, though, for the lead of the race. This is absolutely incredible. We're going to have another look at the first corner. He's covering the inside. We're sticking it out around the outside. Didn't quite work, so now we come to the next lap. Again, he's taken the inside, so we're going to go for the outside. And we've got... No, we haven't. He's still dived up the inside. We're still alongside, but we've got the move done at the second part of the corner. And we've taken the lead. And if I'm honest, it's a lead we just didn't lose. We just pulled away out front and drove our own race. So it is going to be win number 5, I think it is, of the season. Just racking them up here.
Superb driving. That's the race win.
Here's our winner, pulling their Prema into Parc Ferme then. What a fantastic race. Davide, what do you think made the difference here?
It was down to one thing: consistent pace over everyone else out there on the track. We could spend a great deal of time talking about race and tire strategy, what else occurred on the track, but at the end of the day, the difference here was down to simply being faster on track than everyone else. Amazing skill on show.
It looks like it's time for the victory ceremony once again, as I can see the drivers beginning to make their way out for the celebrations. You can see it on their faces. It's another marvellous team win for Prema today. And now, let's take a look at the driver's standings. It's a good result for Mick Schumacher, who extends...
So there we go then. It's another win in the sprint race. We seem to be getting a lot of these sprint race wins, I've noticed. We've only got one feature race win so far, though, so I want to try and take another feature race at some point. But it's going quite well. We've got 5 wins so far. We took a fastest lap from that race as well, so it's maximum points from the sprint race. Hubert got 2nd, Giotto 3rd, and our championship nemesis De Vries is 5th. And we've just, again, extended that championship gap a little bit. I wouldn't call us safe just yet, though. Anything could happen over the next few races. Thank you for watching this instalment of Road to Career Mode. I hope you've enjoyed it. Please leave a like, punch the sub button, and I'll be back with another upload soon. Till then, I've been Joe. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.